stop for a second. Before you scroll away, I want to ask you something. Where are you watching this from? What time is it in your country right now? Think about it, no matter if it's morning, afternoon, or night. Right at this moment, something inside you is restless. Something inside you is afraid, worried, or holding on too tightly. I need you to be honest with yourself. Why do you suffer? Why do the same fears, the same pain, the same worries keep coming back, no matter how hard you try to escape them? Here's the truth almost no one tells you. It's not the world that is hurting you. It's not people. It's not the losses you've faced. It's something far more powerful. Your mind, trapped by what it refuses to release. By the end of this video, you will see why everything you've been clinging to, your relationships, your success, your happiness, even your sense of self, is quietly controlling you. And you'll learn the secret to becoming untouchable, calm, and free, no matter what happens around you. So, wherever you are in the world, whatever time it is for you, stay with me. Because if you watch till the very end, you may never see fear, pain, or loss the same way again. Nothing was ever yours. Most of our pain begins with one small idea that feels normal, but quietly controls us. The idea is ownership. We grow up believing things belong to us. We say, "This person is mine. This success is mine. This body is mine." Because of this belief, we start to hold tightly. But look closely at life. Nothing ever truly stays. People come into your life without asking. They leave without permission. Feelings rise on their own and disappear the same way. Even the body you live in changes every day without your control. When you believe something belongs to you, fear enters quietly. You fear losing people. You fear change. You fear endings that you cannot stop. This fear does not come from life. It comes from the word mine. When you stop calling things yours, something inside relaxes. You still care. You still love. But you no longer hold with fear. Nothing can be taken from you when you understand that nothing was ever owned. Loss stops feeling like punishment. Change stops feeling like danger. Detachment begins the moment you stop trying to own life and start allowing it to move freely through you. Attachment, not pain, creates suffering. Pain is something every human being experiences. No one escapes it. Loss happens. Disappointment happens. Change happens. But pain itself is not what breaks us. What truly hurts is the way the mind holds on. Two people can go through the same situation. One feels pain and slowly heals. The other keeps suffering for years. The difference is not strength or weakness. It is attachment. Attachment means refusing to let go of how things used to be. It means replaying the past again and again. It means saying, inside, this should not have happened. Pain comes and goes like a wave. Attachment keeps pulling the wave back again and again. When you are attached, even small problems feel heavy. Words hurt more than they should. Loss feels personal and unfair. The mind keeps asking why, even when no answer exists. Suffering begins when the mind fights reality. Life moves forward, but the mind stays stuck. When attachment softens, pain is still felt, but it does not stay. You feel it fully, and then it passes. There is no constant replay, no inner argument with life. Detachment does not mean pretending nothing hurts. It means allowing pain without building a home for it inside you. When you stop clinging, pain becomes a visitor, not a prison. Impermanence is the law that frees you. One of the hardest things for the human mind to accept is change. We want things to stay the same once they feel good. We want people to remain as they were. We want moments to last forever. But life does not work this way. Everything moves. Everything changes. Nothing stays exactly as it is. This is not meant to hurt you. It is simply how life exists. When you expect things to stay the same, you feel shocked when they change. When you expect people to never leave, you feel betrayed when they do. When you expect happiness to last forever, you feel broken when it fades. Understanding impermanence does not make you cold. It makes you realistic. You begin to enjoy moments without demanding they stay. You appreciate people without expecting them to never change. You experience happiness without fearing its end. When you accept that everything passes, fear becomes softer. You stop panicking about loss because you understand it is part of life's movement. Change stops feeling like punishment. It starts feeling natural. Nothing lasts forever. And that is exactly why nothing needs to be feared. Love without clinging is true love. Most people believe love means holding tightly. They think love means never letting go. But much of the pain in love comes from clinging, not from loving. When you cling, love turns into fear. Fear of being left. Fear of being replaced. Fear of being alone. This fear slowly changes how you love. You begin to control. You begin to expect. You begin to suffer silently. Love was never meant to feel heavy. To love without clinging means allowing the other person to be who they are, even if they change. It means caring deeply without trying to own their choices or their future. You can love someone fully and still accept that they are not permanent in your life. This does not weaken love. It purifies it. When you stop clinging, love becomes calm. There is trust instead of fear. There is presence instead of anxiety. If someone stays, you are grateful. If someone leaves, you understand. Love without clinging does not break you. It allows love to exist without turning into suffering. Desire binds the mind. Desire often feels harmless. It feels like hope. It feels like motivation. But when desire controls the mind, peace slowly disappears. The mind keeps looking ahead, thinking, when I get this, I will be happy. Until then, it feels restless. It feels incomplete. This is how desire binds the mind. It pulls attention away from the present moment and traps it in the future. You may achieve what you want, but the satisfaction is brief. Soon, the mind wants something else. The wanting never ends. Desire itself is not the problem. The problem is believing happiness depends on getting what you want. When happiness is delayed, the mind never rests. It becomes tense. It becomes anxious. It becomes impatient with life. Detachment does not mean giving up effort or dreams. It means acting without desperation. You still work. You still grow. But your peace is no longer tied to results. When desire loosens its grip, the mind becomes quiet. And in that quiet, freedom begins. What you resist controls you. One of the quietest ways life controls us is through resistance. When something happens that we do not like, the mind immediately says, "This should not be happening." The mind fights. It struggles. It complains silently or loudly. But the more we fight, the stronger it becomes. If you resist pain, it grows. If you resist change, it feels heavy. If you resist loss, it feels endless. Resistance is like holding a thorn in your hand. The pain does not come from the thorn alone. It comes from the tight grip. The tighter you hold, the more it hurts. When you allow things to be as they are, the mind starts to relax. The situation is the same, but your experience changes. The wave may still crash, but it no longer drags you under. Detachment is not ignoring life. It is not pretending nothing matters. It is choosing not to give power to what cannot be controlled. When resistance fades, suffering fades too. What once felt unbearable becomes manageable. What once felt heavy becomes light. The mind begins to flow with life instead of struggling against it. And in that flow, freedom quietly appears. The self you protect is a creation of the mind. Much of human suffering comes from the story we tell ourselves about who we are. We say, I am this, I am that, I am hurt, I am weak, I am failing. And because we believe this story, we protect it, we defend it, we fight for it. But the truth is, the self we protect is mostly a creation of the mind. It is a set of labels, memories, and judgments. It is not who we truly are. When we cling to this identity, every small challenge feels like a threat. Criticism feels like an attack. Loss feels like a personal failure. Disappointment feels like proof that we are not enough. The Buddha taught that we are more than these stories. We are awareness itself, the part of us that watches thoughts, emotions, and experiences come and go. We are the observer, not the drama. When you begin to see the difference between who you think you are and who you really are, a great peace arises. You stop taking everything personally. You stop blaming yourself or others for temporary events. You stop living in constant fear of losing what you think defines you. Detachment here is simple but powerful. You allow thoughts and emotions to exist without claiming them as you. You allow experiences to happen without letting them rewrite your story. The moment the mind stops clinging to a fixed identity, suffering loses its grip. The heart feels lighter. The mind becomes clearer. And a quiet freedom emerges that cannot be shaken by what happens outside. You are not the story. You are the awareness behind the story. When you remember this, you step out of endless struggle and finally see life as it truly is. Fear ends when there is nothing to lose. Fear exists only because we believe we have something to lose. We fear losing love, approval, money, status, respect, or even our own identity. Every fear is rooted in attachment. As long as the mind clings, fear will always be present. But imagine what happens when nothing feels like it belongs to you completely. Imagine what happens when you understand that life gives and takes freely, and that nothing truly defines you. The world can no longer threaten you. People can no longer hurt you as deeply. Loss stops feeling like a disaster, and change stops feeling like punishment. This does not mean you stop caring. It does not mean you stop loving or living. It means you care without holding too tightly. You love without needing control. You live fully, but you are not chained to outcomes. When you let go of the illusion of ownership, fear quietly disappears. Loss becomes experience, not tragedy. Criticism becomes information, not attack. Change becomes natural, not frightening. The person who needs nothing cannot be broken. The person who clings to nothing cannot be shaken. The person who fears nothing is free. Detachment does not remove life from your hands. It removes life's power to hurt you. And in that freedom, the heart finally rests. The mind finally breathes. And you become untouchable. Take a moment and breathe. Everything you've seen, heard, and felt in this video, it all comes down to one simple truth. Nothing in life can truly control you unless you let it. All the fear you've carried, all the pain, all the attachments, They only had power because you believed they did. But now, you have a choice. You can stop holding on. You can stop clinging. You can stop letting the world dictate your peace. Detachment does not mean you stop caring. It does not mean you stop loving. It does not mean you stop living. It means you live fully, but you live free. Freedom is not given. It is remembered. It is always inside you. And the moment you let go of what was never yours, you become untouchable. The people who try to hurt you cannot. The circumstances that try to shake you cannot. The fears that haunted you cannot. Because you are no longer defined by what comes or goes. You are defined by the calm, still awareness inside you. You are the observer of life, not its prisoner. So wherever you are in the world, whatever time it is in your country, carry this truth with you. Let it guide you. Let it protect you. Let it free you. And remember, the most powerful person is not the one who gains everything. It is the one who needs nothing. You are that person. You are untouchable.